Hi, I'm Liz. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to go through a intro session into strength training. The cool thing about it is that you can make it what you need it to be. So if you have never lifted weights before, you can do this. I'm going to give you options for no weight at all. You may have been lifting weights for years and you can make this as hard as you like, of course, by adding that resistance. So make the most of it. I hope you enjoy it. One of my main goals is to introduce people or everyone into strength training, make it accessible, make it so you can walk into a gym and not be overwhelmed, know what you're doing, know how it's meant to feel, know the moves and how to execute them so you can get the most out of it. So you can get strong, you can build muscle if you want to, get toned, you get fit, you get healthier, and you feel better. So I really hope you enjoy today's session. We're going to get warmed up. I'm just going to go through a quick mobility session. If you feel like you need more, please do more, and then we'll get stuck into the session. So just going to get the arm moving. I always feel like I'm going to hit that shelf behind me. So just go any way, doesn't matter, any arm, doesn't matter, you're going to do the other one. And then reverse that circle. So when we're doing strength training, we're not really caring if we're getting the heart rate up, we just want movement into the body, get the joints moving, get the muscles activating that we're wanting to work. And then change sides. So we're going to go through 4 different strength moves today. We're going to do a little bit of core. We're going to do that at the beginning, which you might be like, why the hell are we doing that? I'll let you know why when we get there. Bring your hands to your hips, some hip circles. Go the other way. Bring the feet wide. Take the arms out wide. So you're going to tip from the hip, bring the hands out in front, bring them to the center, and then take them to behind, and then open the arms back up. So coming down, press your butt back, reach out in front, reach to the center, reach behind, open everything back up. So just starting to do that now at your own pace. Lightly draw the belly in as you tip from the hip or press your butt back. So 4 moves, option for weight. If you've never done any kind of strength training before, I really recommend going body weight. I've got some videos down the line you can look at that show you how to do, I think, most of the moves that we're doing today. Definitely the squat and the push-up. Let's do that one more time. And then bringing your feet just a little bit wider than your hips, turn the toes out slightly, press the butt back, press the knees out. You're going to sit down just as low as feels okay for you. Bring one hand down to the floor, reach the other arm up, look up if that feels okay. Come back through to center, touch the other hand down, reach the other one up, look up. Bring both hands to the floor, press your hips up. Take a little moment there, a little bit of a forward fold, and then again, sit back down into that low squat. Reach one arm up, look up. Come back through center, change sides. So pressing your hips up. Let's do that one more time. Sit back, reach up, come back through center, reach up, bring both hands down, press your butt up, bit of a forward fold, and then standing on up. I'm going to go into some body weight squats, remembering that you can stay body weight the whole time through this workout. Sit the butt back, press the knees out, drive through the heels, standing nice and tall. So we want chest lifted, it's going to be a butt goes back and down, then driving through both heels nice and evenly, standing up, squeeze your butt. Don't know how many I've done, let's just do 3 more. Not too worried about that right now. And then coming on down to the floor, we're going to do some push-ups. I'm just going to go from the knees. And of course, throughout the workout, you can stay from that position too. So bringing the hands wider than your shoulders, find a long spine, tuck the pelvis under, draw the belly button in. So we're going to lower the body down, press through the floor to come back up. We're breathing in on the way down, breathing out to come up. And then think about shoulder blades come together on the way down, shoulder blades open up on the way back up. And I'm going to be really honest here, push-ups are not my strongest move. Good, make that the last one. Standing on up, take a little shake out. Okay, so we're going to go into a little bit of core stuff. We're only going to do one round. If you want to do 2 rounds of this, you can. Why we're doing it first is we're not fatiguing the core so much that we then can't perform our big moves. It's more about getting it nicely activated, and then when we've got the big moves that we're going to do, that's going to be where a lot of our core work comes for this workout. I'm not saying that that is the best way to go about it all the time. Just for what we're doing here today, that is what we are doing. So coming on down, we're going to do a plank, either from your knees or your toes. To set yourself up, you want your elbows directly underneath your shoulders, and we want our hips in line with our shoulders. And we can kind of know that if the elbow is directly under our shoulders, if our hips are really low like that, you're going to get a jammed up feeling in your back, and you're going to shift forward. So now my shoulders are over my elbows. If your hips are too high, like this kind of position here, again, you're shifting back, and my elbows are now in front of my shoulders. So always lining that up. You can go from the knees, you can then lift the knees off the floor and go from the toes. You can kind of change between that, and you'll notice if you're in a good position, your knees will kind of naturally just tap down and come back up, and nothing else really moves. So we're going to hold that for 1 minute. If you've never done it before, 30 seconds might be enough, and then start to build on it from there. So I've got my trusty little timer here. It's always good to have a little timer. Let's go. 1 minute already set. All right, set yourself up. So elbows under shoulders, nice and long through the spine. And a little tip, tuck your pelvis under. Imagine you're bringing the top of your hips to the bottom of your rib cage. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Press your forearms into the ground. Breathe. Nice and smooth in and out through the nose. So plank is a full body move. Squeeze your butt, squeeze the front of your legs. So just hit over the halfway point. We've got about 20 seconds left now. So option, remember, you can always come down to your knees, come back up to the toes when you're ready. If you start to shake, that's a good thing. Don't be afraid of it. So if we want to get strong, we're going to stress our muscles out. 2, 1. Good, come on down. So we're going to go through another move now. And then the option for you, you can move on with me, or you can go back and do that core again. So go back through the 1 minute plank. So our next move is bird dog. This is a great move. Get lots of my peoples to do it. I do this myself as well. I'm just going to organize this mat a little better, make sure I don't kick my foot into the step. So you want to set yourself up with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. So I'm going to be reaching opposite arm and leg out. I'm going to have to come off. Opposite arm and leg are going to be reaching out. We're going to hold that for 15 seconds. And then we'll come down, we'll swap sides. We'll repeat that 1 more time on each side. So set yourself up, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Lightly draw the belly button in. All right, off we go. So reaching opposite arm and leg. Keep the arm up in line with your ear. Keep the leg in line with your hip. Try and stay nice and steady. So you're pressing that supporting hand into the floor. We've got 3, 2, 1. Changing over. You want to wobble as little as possible. So all about stability here. Almost there. You've got 3, 2, 1. Changing sides. 1 more time on each side. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. Reaching through the fingertips and then reaching out either through the heel of the back foot or you can point the toes. All right, last time, coming down, swap sides. Not the most amazing, exciting move, but it is a good one. Good, we've got 5 seconds. Good, stop. Okay, shake it all out. So that option, do all that again, then join me with the strength, or join me now. So I've got 4 moves coming up. We're gonna do 2 sets of each, 12 reps of each. And this is a great place to start if you are a beginner. You're gonna start to stress the tissues out, you're gonna start to get stronger, you're gonna start to build a little bit of muscle, and then starting to progress from there. So our first move we're gonna do is either a body weight squat or a goblet squat. So body weight squat, we did that in the warm up, so feet wider than hips, toes point out. Go back and watch that video that I've got about the body weight squat. I'm going to move on to a goblet squat. You want to start with a weight that obviously you know you can hold, and that can sometimes be not knowing, so starting light and then adding it from there. Might be a weight plate, 2.5, 5 kilo, maybe 10 kilo weight plate. I'm going to use a kettlebell here. Just going to grip my hands in like that and then bringing it up to my chest area, collarbone area. Elbows come in. Right, so find that stance, toes point out, chest is lifted, and we're going for 12. So butt comes back and down, standing up. 1, 2, 3. So you might be moving a little slower, maybe you're moving a little faster. Keep the shoulders down, keep the chest lifted, but there is going to be a little bit of a tip as we press the butt back and down. We've got 3 more to go. 1 more. Good. All right, 12 12 goblet squats done. Our next move coming into a dumbbell or kettlebell 3-point row. This is why I've got the step here. You can use a bench, a step, just something that you can put your hand on. Feet are gonna come wide and then butt goes back. We want a nice long spine. So we're not kind of curving over like this. We're not standing here like this. Feet wide, we've got nice, stable base. Think kind of like a tripod. And then we grab hold of the weight, either dumbbell or kettlebell. We're going to pull up in towards our rib cage and then release it back down. As you're pulling up, keep the elbow close. You want to think about squeezing your shoulder blade around the spine as you come back, keeping the shoulder down. Body weight option, we're going to go with the Superman. So you're going to bring the hands down and then lifting up. Squeeze everything as you come up and then lower back down. So we're going for 12 reps on each side. If you're doing the Superman, go for 12 reps in total. Okay, set yourself up. Lightly draw your belly button in and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the elbow close to the body. 6, think about wrapping the shoulder blade around the spine. 8, 9. There might be a little rotation from the chest as you come up with the kettlebell or the dumbbell. I think we've got 1 more. Good, lower that down, have a little shake out, and then let's do that on the other side. I'm just going to come to the end of the bench here, set yourself up, and off we go. So a great way to kind of train the body so we get nice and even work happening. 7, 8, 9. Get those mind and muscle connection happening. 12. Good. Shake that out. So I wasn't going to do the 2 rounds, but I think I'm going to, just to make it run a little bit smoother. So another round, we're going to go to the goblet squats. You might notice we're going lower body, upper body, back to lower body, upper body. Great way to train if you are time poor. If you're like a full-blown like athlete and you're really like wanting to get the maximum benefits out of everything, you might do a set, have 2 to 3 minute break, and then come back and do it again. I like to train with time in mind, pretty busy, I know a lot of us are, so I generally switch lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body, get the big moves done first, and then move on. So we're going to go back into our goblet squats. Remember, body weight is fine, or if you feel like you've got the body weight squat going well, grab a weight. So if we go down, 1, 2, it's going to go from the side as well. So butt comes back and down, knees press out, nice even pressure through both heels as you press down, and then nice big squeeze through the butt, both sides as you come up. 1 more. Nice. All right, round 2 of our dumbbell rows or kettlebell rows. One hand on, set yourself up, strong through the core, long through the spine, press your butt back, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got 4 more. So you want to get to the end and not really want to do any more. So the last kind of 2 to 3 reps, you're like, oh, pretty hard. I know I'm probably not working definitely to my maximum, more just to kind of, I guess, guide on this workout. So we want to get to the end and go, the last 2 or 3 were pretty challenging. Maybe I've got 2 or 3 more reps in me. And then every now and then, when you start to progress in your training, you might go to maximum in some of your sessions, not all of your sessions. So we're not always maxing out. Okay, last one on the other side. Sometimes I talk too much. Don't have the puppies down here with me today. They're up on the couch. Bit of a windy day. Don't blame them. We've got 2 more and 2. Gonna shake that out. Okay, so goblet squats done. Dumbbell rows or kettlebell rows done. 2 sets of each, 12 reps of each. So I'm gonna put that back. So our next move, I'm gonna go back down to the lower body. We have got step ups. I know my head's gonna get cut off on camera. Oh well if it does. So obviously we can make this harder by lifting it up and then by the weight that you're using as well. If you've never done something like this before, I would just go with body weight. I would start low like this one is. We put the whole foot on the step, keep everything squared, draw your belly in, keep the chest up, drive through the heel, stand all the way up, and then step back, step that foot off. We're going to do the same leg again. So whole foot on, it's not hanging off the edge. Drive down through the heel, squeeze your butt, stand up, and then coming back. So we're not kind of coming up like this and stepping back. We stand up nice and tall, and then come back down, we reset, and we go again. We're going for 12 on each leg. Okay, body weight or weight, whatever you want to do, and off we go. 1, 2. So I'm going to be really honest here. The step up, again, not the super exciting moves, but it is an awesome move to strengthen your lower body. Just shake and tighten the legs if that's what you're looking for. Strengthen the core. We've got 3 more on this side. 2 and 1. If you need to have a break, do it. Otherwise, straight into the other side. 2. Big press down through that heel as you step up. Bracing strong through the core. Keep the shoulders down. You'll find, or you may find, you start to get a little breathless, like me. I think we've got 2 more. Whew. Awesome. The beauty of strength training, a little bit of cardio as well. generally happens. So from lower body, coming to upper body, we are going to do push-ups. Remember, I told you at the start, not my strongest move. Little secret, don't tell anybody, but they are not my favorite move. Knees, toes, maybe it's a wall, maybe it's even coming to a step and doing them from here. So hands come wider than your shoulders. If you're here, you're kind of too narrow. Your elbows want to go that and you sort of haven't got the space. That'd be more a tricep push-up kind of position. Set yourself up so you've got the advantage first. So either from the knees, maybe the toes, and we've got 12. So 1, 2. The good thing to remember is a push-up is a moving plank. 7, 8. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the way down. Open them up on the way up. 2 more. 1, 2. Shake it out. Take a little stretch. Quite a challenging move to do. There's no such thing as men's push-ups or female push-ups. There's just different variations. Just be mindful of that. Seeing lots of men do push-ups on their knees. Lots of women do push-ups on their toes. You just work from where you are at. So if you need to take a break, take that break. I'm going to go straight into second round of our step-ups. 1, 2, stuff that up a little bit, that's all right. 3. So make sure you're standing all the way up on the step. So you're not kind of half-arsing it. We kind of are half-arsing it. We're really using one leg at the moment. I think that's 3 more to come. Hopefully you got some good music playing. Good, straight into the next side. And just remember, if you want to get strong, you got to challenge it. Okay? Whew. So don't be afraid to get to that point where you think, oh, my muscles are burning. This is hard. If you can keep technique, keep on going. All right, we've got 2 more to go. Shake it out. Nice work. Okay, how are your legs feeling? How's your heart rate? You might want to take that kind of 1 minute, 2 minute break. Just going to grab a quick drink. And then let's come on down. Second set of push-ups. Your knees, your toes, maybe try 1 from your toes and then go from there. All right, set yourself up and begin. 1, 2, bracing strong through the core. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads. Remember, it's that moving plank. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, 2 more, punch me out. 1, 2. Stretch. So, that was a little intro, maybe not fully a beginner's workout, pretty close to a beginner's workout. If you think, no, that wasn't enough, maybe go back, do 1 more round, go as heavy as you can. You can also add on to this now by really, pardon me, getting a bit of muscle fatigue happening, pardon me, by doing some kind of high intensity interval training for maybe 6 or 10 minutes. So it might be 6 rounds, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, or 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Do something like kettlebell swings, sprints, sled pushes, maybe something on a bike. Something just to really kind of stress everything out a little bit. Otherwise, that is awesome. You were going to get strong, you're going to fatigue the muscle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm going to hopefully build on these sessions for you. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.